A community is a place that when you enter it, your five senses are activated. So when you are there, you can see and feel and hear and taste all of the things that make you feel at home. It's also a place that holds the people that you are biologically and not biologically related to, people that you choose to be within your community by blood or not by blood. I was born in the most magical place called Harlem, specifically Hamilton Heights within Harlem. And I was born the only child to immigrant parents from the Dominican Republic. And what's interesting about my community is that in the 1800s, it was the location of the Colored Children's Asylum. And I feel that many years later, in the 1970s and 80s, when I was born and lived there, that we were still the Colored Children's Asylum, that it was a community of immigrants that were sort of just thrown together there and created a family with one another and within the barriers of our block. The suburbs was very different from the city in the sense that we no longer had that sense of community when we moved out. People are still cordial and kind and say good morning, but we didn't have that intertwined feeling of where all our children are being raised together and we meet each other for Sunday dinners and we get together in celebrations and in sad times and in desperate times where we hold each other up. That really was missing once we moved out. So while my children were able to get a better education here, we did lose that feeling of togetherness, the kind where one loss affects everyone. A big example of that was Simon. I met Simon's mother when I was a little girl. She is my mom's best friend. And when Simon was born, he was the cutest baby. He really was the cutest baby. He was the cutest baby and so happy all the time. And he laughed and he played. And when he started walking, he would hobble down the street and all the moms would be there to sort of help him not fall down. And it was such a pleasure to watch him grow up and to see him become a man. Simon was born with a disease called sickle cell anemia, which caused Simon to be in a lot of pain that he just couldn't manage as he got older in life, and he decided to self-medicate, and it led to his passing. We decided to have a celebration of his life, where we got together as one last time in his name, and we played his favorite music, served his favorite food. We had balloons in his favorite color. And we just got together in his memory and remembered him and remembered the funny times and the good times before he passed. And we ended the celebration by releasing the balloons. Simon's celebration of life made me feel like we were a community again, that we were a part of something that was greater than us. It made me feel like all of us were once again holding him up and saying goodbye to him one last time. I invite everyone to be diligent about the people around them and just always be mindful of who needs a helping hand, who is new and maybe feeling left out, who doesn't understand because of language or culture, and who may be feeling like they're not welcome because of who they are. And extend a hand and welcome them into your community. And you never know, you may just find another family member that you never thought you would know.